This is gonna blow your mind. Welcome back to Universal Insight. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. April 3rd, 2025. The air was tense. News tickers flashed red. President Trump's new tariff policy had just dropped, and the world was bracing for impact. On the New York Stock Exchange, traders watched their fortunes vanish as the opening bell rang. The S&P 500 plunged, losing $2.4 trillion in a single day, the worst drop since March 2020. Every sector was hit. Phones rang non-stop. Investors scrambled for answers, but the cause was clear: a new trade war, this time aimed at America itself. America first suddenly felt like America alone. Financial experts tried to explain, but fear was the real story. Fear that the global order was unraveling. President Trump's move was bold, but it looked like a massive gamble gone wrong. The shockwaves from Wall Street were just beginning to hit Main Street. The day ended with dread. The Trump turbulence tax had arrived, and it was more than a policy shift, it was an economic earthquake. As the dust settled, a new question emerged. How would this hit ordinary Americans? The answer would soon be felt in grocery aisles, car dealerships, and workplaces across the country. The turbulence had only just begun. What caused the chaos? President Trump's sweeping tariffs, a baseline 10% on nearly all imports, 25% on tech and manufacturing, and a staggering 145% on many Chinese goods. The Trump turbulence tax was unpredictable, over 50 rule changes in weeks. Businesses couldn't plan or price. The result: economic confusion and global supply chain chaos. Everyday items, clothes, electronics, food, cars, were all hit. The cost of living and doing business in America changed overnight. The era of cheap, globally sourced goods was over. Previous presidents lowered trade barriers. Trump's approach was the opposite. He bet tariffs would force other countries to change and bring jobs home. But the immediate effect? Higher prices, instability, and uncertainty for everyone. The tariffs hit American families hard. Grocery bills soared, ground beef up 13%, diapers and formula up over 20%, even toys cost more. For the poorest Americans, tariffs acted like a 6% tax hike. For the wealthy, less than 2%. The average household faced $2,400 in extra costs a year, crushing for those living paycheck to paycheck. Small businesses were slammed, paying $67 billion more in tariffs from April to July. Many couldn't absorb the costs, nearly half saw revenues fall. Business investment froze. Companies stopped hiring, just trying to survive. The job market suffered. Logistics, manufacturing, and trucking saw thousands of layoffs. The promise was more jobs. The reality: pink slips and shuttered businesses. As pain spread, public opinion turned sharply against the president. Trump's approval dropped to 38%, 60% disapproved, with trade policy at the center. Even his own voters were losing faith. Fewer Americans saw him as sharp or caring about ordinary people. Confidence in his deal-making plummeted. Other administration actions, like the One Big Beautiful Bill and the Epstein investigation, faced backlash and distrust. Key swing voters, especially Republican-leaning independents, soured under Trump. The president was losing the very people he needed to stay in power. The country was more divided and trust in leadership was fading fast. The tariff battle moved to the courts. On August 29, 2025, a federal court struck down most Trump tariffs, ruling the administration had overstepped its authority. But the tariffs stayed, for now, pending appeal to the Supreme Court. Businesses and consumers remained in limbo, paralyzed by uncertainty. Meanwhile, Trump tried to fire independent officials, raising alarms about politicizing key institutions. The government seemed at war with itself, deepening public mistrust and instability. October 17, 2025. America stands at a crossroads. The tariff turbulence has shaken the nation. Markets crashed, prices soared, jobs vanished. The promise of protectionism has delivered only pain and instability. Legal and political battles rage on. The world watches, uncertain. Supply chains are broken, alliances strained, and the global order is in flux. At home, anxiety is everywhere. Families, businesses, and workers all worry about the future. The political system offers no clear answers. Fear fills the vacuum, threatening to turn slowdown into recession. The only certainty is uncertainty. America is in the midst of a great economic experiment. The results so far, alarming. The nation's resilience and institutions are being tested. The road ahead is unknown.